today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this sick AI effect inside of Premiere Pro in After Effects. We're going to be using a free website called Deep AI, so don't worry, anyone can do this effect. You don't have to pay a single dime. For the free sauce I'm dropping, the least you guys could do is hit the subscribe button down below. I'm dropping tutorials every single day this month. You don't want to miss out on the sauce. Hit that like button. Come on guys, it's also free. You're not paying me a single dime, and all it does is help my channel continue to grow, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. With that being said, let's hop straight into the video. Alright guys, so this is the clip we'll be working with today inside of Premiere Pro. First thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to this camera tool right here. And what this is going to do is going to take a screenshot of the frame. We're going to take about 15 frames to make this look clean. So this will be the first frame I'll take a picture of, so I'll press on it. I suggest you guys name each frame the order it's going in. So this will be number 1. The format will do PNG, and then you can go ahead and choose where it's going to save and press OK. After that, we're going to go a frame forward, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to name it 2. Go ahead and press OK. And I'm going to do this about 15 times, guys. Alright guys, as you guys can see, I have 1 through 15 saved here. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and open up deepai.org. I'm going to link this down in the description so you guys could also use this website as well. We're going to go ahead and press choose image. We're going to go ahead and import our first frame. As you guys can see, it says here, enter your prompt, and this is where you will write what you want your subject to be. So I'm going to write, make my subject. Make sure you guys write this part out, make my subject, and then you can write out exactly what you want your subject to be. I'll put a astronaut. I'm gonna copy that prompt, Control C, because I'm going to do this for every single frame. I'll press generate. It does take a little while to load in, but as you guys can see, it made the subject an astronaut. After that, we're gonna go ahead and download it. After it's downloaded, guys, I'm gonna go back into Premiere and I'm gonna throw it on the timeline. As you guys can see, it downloads pretty small, so all we have to do is scale that up. Scale it to 750 and it fits the frame correctly. Then we're gonna skip 1 frame over. We're gonna go ahead and cut that. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. Then we're gonna do this exact process for all 15 frames. I'm gonna go back to the Deep AI, choose my second frame, and do it again. So I'm gonna do this for every single frame, guys, and once it's done, we'll hop back into Premiere. Alright guys, now if we play it back, we have something like this. I didn't do the 15 frames, I did about 8 frames, but if you guys were to do this effect, make sure you do about 10 to 20 frames for it to last a little bit longer. But for this being a free AI site, it came out pretty clean. Now we're gonna hop into After Effects, and I'm gonna show you guys another way that we could use this program as well. Alright guys, we'll be using the same clip inside After Effects. This time, instead of changing the subject, we're gonna change the background. It's pretty much the same technique as we did for the subject in Premiere Pro. I'm gonna start right here. For us to take a screenshot of the frame, we're gonna go up to Composition. Save frame as, file, we go to output model. For format, you could choose a JPEG sequence or a PNG. I'm gonna go with a PNG sequence, press OK. And then output 2, you choose where you want to save it to. After you chose where you want to save it to, you can go ahead and render it out. Once it's rendered out, guys, we're gonna go back to that website, deepai.org. I'm gonna go ahead and load that in. For the prompt, I'm gonna write, change the background to outer space. Press generate. After that's done generating, we'll go ahead and download it. Now we're gonna repeat this step about 10 times, guys. So I'm gonna skip over a frame, go back to composition, save frame as, file, change the output model again to PNG, press OK, choose where you want to save it to, go ahead and render it out again. I'm gonna go back on the website, choose image again, we're gonna choose that second frame. After I generated it, it came up with something a little bit different. Go ahead and download it again. And I'm gonna repeat this step, guys, about 10 more times, and then I'll meet you guys back here. Alright guys, for the tutorial's sake, not to take too long, I did about 4 frames each, but if you guys are doing it like I said before, do about 10 to 20 frames for it to look very clean. So we're gonna go ahead and throw those PNGs that we just generated onto the timeline. We're gonna press S on our keyboard, bring up the scale. We're gonna bring that up to 750. We're gonna do that for every single PNG that we just did. S on the scale, 750. As you guys can see, each time something else was generated, which is pretty fire. Now what we want to do is we want to make each one of these about 1 to 2 frames. I'm going to do 2 frames since I didn't take that many PNGs. I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to go 1, 2, cut it up. 1, 2, cut it up. Then I'm going to delete the rest. Now we're going to spread it out just like this. So make them each pop up 2 frames. Now what we want to do to get our subject on top of those PNGs, we want to Control D on our layer. Double click on it, and we're going to rotoscope the subject out from the background. So we're going to press on the rotor brush tool. I'm going to go ahead and rotor brush the subject out from the background. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and press freeze. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and close out of our layer. We're going to bring that rotoscope on top of the PNGs, and now when we play it back, it looks like our subject went to space. pretty fire. And that was it for this tutorial, guys. If you enjoyed what you learned, hit the subscribe button down below. Like I said, we're dropping tutorials every single day this month. Hit that like button so YouTube could continue to push my video out to other content creators as well, and you guys will help support the channel. With that being said, catch you guys in the next tutorial. Peace.